Hello everybody, it's Matt from Investor Trade. Just a real quick one actually. A little while ago we started looking at Rolls-Royce as a potential long-term hold. So I've been looking at this more and more, and rather than spread betting, I'm looking at this as long-term buy and hold investment. So I just wanted to share this chart with you. So this is Rolls-Royce on a weekly. So each candlestick, if I zoom in, each one of these bars, each one of these candlesticks actually represents a week in time frame. So it's over a long period of time. Right back here, we're going back to August 02, so 2002. So 18 years of data. Come back even further, then this includes, I think it's 1996. Okay, so you can see back then, so you're talking 23, well, 22 to 24 years ago, Rolls-Royce is at the price it currently is. So I am obviously technical analysis first and foremost, so I look for opportunities that way. So some of the things that stand out for me on Rolls-Royce, and I'll start charting this for you now, some of the levels which we're looking at. I will start with here, draw a line, join the peaks. We'll then clone that line, and I will bring that down, cutting through one of the other important levels, which I feel are here. Okay, so that is obviously where there was resistance and where there was the first major bounce up to the second peak. Okay, but I'm just going to clone that because at the start of that resistance. So I'm just going to bring that down where we've got a couple of key points, I would say. So if I zoom right in, you'll see there's a couple of nice wicks here, a couple of bounces. You could join it from a few of these actually. It's all in this area. This was a kind of key area because price had broken up, it came back down, it tested that any position stuck there, and then it rallied up. So I think this was a key sort of breakout zone. So for that perspective, I'm going to put a couple of lines in here, which kind of dissect through that congestion, and then what I'll do is I'll just extend that sort of down. Okay. So I can see these lines now. I'll just extend these down just for a period of time. And I think just visually as I look at that, I say, right, well, we're at the bottom, where you, not necessarily the bottom, but at the bottom of this channel, where we were here, right at the top, well, bang, bang, bang. We've got a 1, 2, we've got a 3 wave move. So it could be of interest. Now what I want to do is join the next peaks. It's where there was, big resistance bang, wick bang. I just want to join some of these. Okay, and then it starts becoming interesting. Okay, and again, there's a couple. We could use one line for that, and then joining that second one, or kind of cutting through. So see, I've got this point here, this point there, and then as it came over, use that same line to then break up. So we have got this level now. Here, one of the other chart patterns which we use, I can see this is a head and shoulders pattern. And one of the tools that you can use is looking at where it kind of cuts down and cuts through. So if I look, say that was the shoulder, and then I cut down using the neckline. Okay, so it comes down again. So all of a sudden, we start seeing loads of areas for congestion. Again, Elliott wave, we had from, when it was 0, way before then, came 1, and then a 2, and then a 3, and then a 4, and then this could be a 5. This could now be a huge ABC of that whole move up. And we also, at this period of time, where, it really started to take off lots of positions and price never really came back to test that breakout zone. There's absolutely loads of reasons on it. Now I look at the indicator and say, right, well, is there any divergence in price? And you can obviously see that whilst price is continuing to drop, the awesome oscillator is getting stronger. Okay, so it's showing that there's actually underlying strength coming through, and obviously RSI's big divergence on those. So a couple of things now. We're kind of thinking, right, well, where are we? Where could we be? And is the bottom in sight? Are we in the final stages of it bottoming? What's the risk reward like? I did actually today look at the top of the screen. You see Rolls-Royce annual report. What the chairman had to say, and there was, there is some exciting stuff in there. But again, we're looking at it really from a technical perspective. What you don't want to see, or one of the key levels, technically, if this was a massive wave one and this is a wave two before we go on a huge super cycle back up, and to all new all-time highs. Ideally, you want to see the 90% retracement of Fibonacci hold. Okay, it can actually go lower. It can do with a wave two, can go lower. But again, at these levels, it's kind of 188 share price 188. So now, if I put where are we at? If I put a kind of a rectangle or potential price area, and I start seeing all these conversions and the Fibonacci and the Elliott wave, okay, with a 1, 2, 3, and then we use the indicators to see that they're actually getting stronger. So the underlying indicators are getting stronger. You might think, well, there's a potential then for this to bounce. Now, when the price is 188, 200, 210 a share, but it was actually all the way up here, nearly 1300p a share. The risk reward now is starting to look favourable. So you might, in the next, and again, this is a weekly time frame, so it might not be tomorrow, but again, the next sort of 12 months or so, if you're looking at a long-term hold, a good solid company like Rolls-Royce, it could be an interesting shout. So just give it a look. I just wanted to share this with you because there's a potential there. So have a look, see what you think, and yeah, hopefully you find a video interesting and useful. Do your own due diligence, but if you can, then please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, good luck with it.